Hi all my wonderful TM joiners. I'm Priya Mistry, the TMJ Doc. And in this video, I will be talking about the forces that go into chewing and how those are much different and much lower than the forces that we can generate if we are clenching or grinding our teeth. Also, feel free to leave a comment below, as your comment might be picked and highlighted in my new segment, Highlighting a TM Joiner. Stay tuned until the end to see whose comment was picked and sort of what I have to say about it if you're interested. Before getting into it, be sure to check out my office website and my other social media accounts. Check out TikTok, Instagram. I post quite frequently there, and there's a ton of information for those who are suffering from TMJ issues or for people who have family or friends that are suffering from this. It's quite common, with 30% of the population at least having TMJ issues of some sort. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a general dentist with a practice in Vancouver, Washington, where we are dedicated to taking care of those with TMJ disorders. So let's get right into it. The muscles that we use to chew our food are often called the muscles of mastication. Masticate means to chew, if you're not familiar with that term. The main muscles of mastication include the temporalis, the lateral pterygoid, the medial pterygoid, and the masseter muscles. All of these muscles attach directly to the mandible, the jawbone, and help us to chew our oh-so-yummy food. The accessory or additional muscles of mastication include the buccinator, the posterior digastric muscles, the anterior digastric muscles, the mylohyoid muscles, the geniohyoid muscle, the sternohyoid, thyrohyoid, and omohyoid muscles. Try to say all those 10 times fast. Quite the tongue twister, I tell you. I want you guys to memorize all of these muscles because there will be a quiz at the end. Just kidding. Basically, the takeaway point here is that chewing is a complex activity that involves a lot of muscles. Most of us don't even think twice about chewing because it's such a frequent activity. Most of us have 3 meals a day, many of us have snacks, and we're chewing very, very frequently. And oftentimes we will develop patterns of chewing or ways that we chew, and we just sort of go on autopilot with that. And it's kind of interesting because there's so many muscles involved with that activity that we do so frequently. The forces involved with chewing can vary depending on the toughness of the food that we chew. Now, different research articles have different numbers for these forces, which are measured in the unit of force called the Newton. 1 Newton of force is the force needed to accelerate 1 kilogram of mass in a particular direction at the rate of 1 meter per second squared. Basically, without getting too technical, the Newton is a measure of force. Let's put it into perspective. So how much force do we use when we're chewing anyway? Well, different research articles sort of show different numbers, but it seems that we use about 70 to 150 newtons of force when we're chewing. With clenching and grinding activity, this force can get up to 500 to 1,000 newtons. That's 7 to 14 times more force than when chewing. That's enormous. Now let's take a step back here to talk about clenching and grinding, if you're unfamiliar with those actions or what specifically they mean. Many dentists will refer to clenching and grinding as parafunctional habits. Let's define parafunctional habits too. According to the National Center for Biotechnology Information, NCBI, parafunctional habits are defined as repetitive behavior that target the oral structures, which include digit sucking, tongue thrusting, grinding, clenching, mouth breathing, and nail biting. For this video, we are focusing on clenching and grinding activity. Clenching is when you hold your teeth together and tighten the jaw muscles. Watch my masseters, these big muscles here, as I demonstrate clenching. You can literally see them flex when I press down, when I press my teeth together hard. Many of us clench during the day and at night, and this can be a very difficult habit to stop. Clenching activity can generate a lot of force, as we talked about, and when it's done day after day, night after night, it can wreak havoc. It can cause teeth to fracture, and teeth are harder than bone. So think about that. That clenching activity can be so forceful that it causes teeth to fracture. It can also put the muscles of the head, neck, and the jaw in a dysfunctional state, and it can negatively impact the jaw joints as well. Specifically, when the muscles are affected by all this clenching activity, it can lead to headaches, neck pain, jaw pain, facial pain in general, pain behind the eyes, stuffy ears, ear pain, and more. As for our jaw joints, clenching activity will cause compression in the jaw joints. This compression can then damage the little disc of cartilage that sits inside the joints. So in layman's terms, too much clenching causes the disc inside the joints to be squished. And when those discs are squished, they can get damaged or they can come out of alignment, leading to clicking or popping noises or episodes of the jaw locking or catching. Not fun. Let's move on to grinding activity. Grinding or bruxing is when you actually gnash your teeth against each other with force. So this can be done in a backward-forward direction or a side-to-side lateral direction. Watch my jaw move as I demonstrate grinding activity. Just like clenching, that grinding activity is not good for the muscles of our head, neck, and jaw, our jaw joints, or our teeth. That lateral right and left movement can be particularly damaging to the jaw joints. This is because these jaw joints are not built for a lot of right and left movement. They are built for forward and backward and up and down movement, but not a lot of right and left. And with a lot of right and left movement, this can put too much stress on the joints and the muscles that surround and support the jaw. All of this grinding activity, just like clenching, night after night, will add up and lead to TMJ problems. The same TMJ problems I already listed off. Some research shows that grinding activity can be much more forceful than clenching activity. Other research shows that the forces between the two are actually quite comparable. What everyone is in agreement upon, though, is that neither activity, clenching nor grinding, is good for us. Many people will say that the number one reason we clench and grind our teeth is stress, and that's actually not true. The number one reason we clench and grind our teeth at night is actually, drumroll please, sleep disordered breathing. That includes obstructive sleep apnea or its little sister, upper airway resistance syndrome. For more information on this, watch my YouTube video, Why Do We Clench and Brux? I've linked that above and below. So to recap, the forces that come along with clenching and grinding are significantly higher than the forces that we use when we're chewing. If we're clenching and grinding night after night, day after day, it can lead to TMJ issues. Many of us don't even have an awareness that we're clenching all day long. So use this video, use the knowledge that you've gained from this video, and start to monitor yourself. I have many people putting a timer on that goes off about every half an hour during the day while they're awake. And when it goes off, they stop and check where their teeth are. And many people find that they're actually clenching quite frequently, especially if they're focused on something, stuck in traffic, or they do have more stress in their life at that time. So keep an eye on it and try to break that harmful habit of clenching and grinding all day long. So that's it, my TM joiners. I hope you found the information in this video helpful. Let's take a moment to highlight a comment from one of our TM joiners. This following comment is from Lydia. Lydia said, "I'm so thankful to you for making these videos. You give me so much hope that I can overcome my pain." First off, thank you, Lydia, for this wonderful comment, and I'm so happy that I have given you some hope. And I receive comments like this quite frequently, and I wanted to take a moment to say that if you're suffering from TMJ pain and dysfunction, there is hope. There is conservative, non-surgical treatment that works. I treat TMJ issues at my TMD only practice with a 90% success rate. Over 90% really. And what does success mean? Success means drastically reduced or no pain. It means being able to chew your favorite foods comfortably. It means being able to yawn without pain. And it means having a comfortable jaw range of motion. So that's really it, my friends. Again, I'm Dr. Priya Mistry, and I hope you found this video helpful. If so, please feel free to like, subscribe, and share with your family and friends. If you're looking for pain relief from the comfort of your own home, please check out and download my free PDF guide called 3 Steps to TMJD Pain Relief. You can find that on my website. Additionally, be sure to leave a comment or ask a question. You might be next in being featured in my Highlighting a TM Joiner segment. And remember, my friends, you can never have TMI about TMJ. Thank you.